This short video will show you how to create Google Docs within Google Drive of items that you'll be sharing with Gene Preston's creative writing class. So the first thing you're going to have to do is set up a folder that you're going to share with your professor. So I'm already logged into email. I'm going to go up to the Applications menu. Go ahead and click on Drive. I'm going to create a new folder. So I'm just going to click on New, Create Folder, and you'll want to use your Carthage username, just followed by the word Drafts. And click on Create. And now I want to share that with Gene Preston. So I'm going to right click, go to Share, and search for Preston, and you're going to want your professor to edit here, not just view. And so when I hit send, that means that anything that I end up putting in that folder will be accessible to her to comment on. So to add items to that folder, there's my folder right here, See Google Drafts. I just double clicked on it, and I can just click on New Document, choose Google Docs. And so the structure that you'll need to name your drafts in is going to be something, like this. It will be poem number 1, and then the title of the poem. For example, I'll call this Library Poem, and then the number of the draft that it is. So this is draft number 1. And you'll want to rename the document. And so you see where it says Untitled up here. So if I just go up to File and Rename, and just cut and paste the title of that whole string in there, just makes it easy. And now you see at the top, it's poem number 1, the library poem, draft 1. And you can certainly type your poem in here, or you could copy and paste it from Microsoft Word as well. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of this document. And even though it says Untitled right here, it's like if I refresh my screen, it'll actually go back, and there we go. I just needed a second to refresh. So, as long as I'm in that folder and create documents, they'll always be shared with Gene Preston. If you create a document outside of that folder, you'll just have to make sure that it's moved. For example, if I go back to the top part of the drive and I just create a new document, and I'll call this Poem 1, the library poem, draft 2. And I'll just go ahead and rename that like what I did before. And let me just change this over to recent, so you can see where that poem is. And so here's draft 2, but it doesn't reside in, give me a second here, it doesn't reside within this folder. And so what you need to do is just move it to that folder, and there's a couple ways to do it. If I right click once again, see where it says move to? I can just move that over to See Google Drafts and move it. And so now when I go right into the site, you're going to see both poems there, and both of them will be shared with Gene Preston.